One of the most important elements of women's beauty. Hair beauty can really be a very important aesthetic problem. Before going into the details of the subject, let's start with the general reasons for hair loss. The most important reasons for hair loss in both men and women are firstly genetic. Of course, we cannot change our genetics, but it is possible to compensate for this situation with some behaviors and lifestyles that will affect our genetics. One of the most common reasons for hair loss in women is, interestingly, stress. As a result of our increased stress level, increased vasoconstrictor hormones, such as adrenaline, reduce and disrupt skin circulation. Therefore, stress is a really important factor. Apart from these, there are some very important factors that we know are effective when it comes to hair loss. Iron deficiency, anemia, pregnancy, menopause, thyroid hormone problems. B-complex vitamin deficiencies, especially B2, B6, B12, folic acid. Some mineral deficiencies, especially magnesium and zinc. Another very important factor is vitamin D deficiency, which I often mention. Beyond the deficiencies of vitamins and minerals on hair growth and health, there are also harmful effects that we directly have on our hair. The first of these is toxic shampoos that some women have to use from time to time. Dyes and medicines. All of these have direct toxic effects on the hair and hair roots. Of course, there is no such thing as not having hair care for many women, but it is very important to choose the right products here, not to overdo them and not to repeat them too often. Now let's get to the heart of the matter a little bit. Therefore, these follicles must have sufficient circulation to be able to produce healthy hair. Therefore, insufficient circulation of the scalp, due to various reasons, will again cause hair problems. The most important factor that comes to mind here is lack of movement. Let's think about it this way. When we go outside and take a brisk walk or do a light sport, just like our skin warms up, turns pink, sweats a little, this shows that our skin circulation has increased. In the same way, the healthy circulation in the scalp is very important for the hair follicular nutrition here and to be able to produce healthy hair. Even doing sports regularly is very healthy for both the general skin and the scalp. In this respect, it is possible to detail the subject. However, before going into these subjects, I want to look at the issue from a slightly broader perspective. Our skin and hair. Essentially, our general skin. It is an external reflection of our health. It is almost impossible for an unhealthy person to have beautiful skin and hair. If we are starting to experience some problems with our hair and skin, then most likely we have some problems at the metabolic level. The best way to solve the problem at its root is to normalize the metabolism. So what could these problems be? First of all, chronic infections can be seen in many women in different areas. Chronic infection is one of the factors that disrupts our metabolism and circulation. Again, inflammation, which develops due to chronic infections, is an extremely important pathology. As I explained in detail in my video called Inflammation, inflammation is a factor that closely affects and disrupts our metabolism and all our organ systems, especially our circulation. Therefore, if chronic infections are to be treated, it is very important to suppress inflammation by addressing it. While we're talking about general and metabolic reasons, it is impossible not to mention insulin resistance. You may say, what does insulin resistance have to do with hair? In fact, it has a very big relationship. As I have explained on various occasions before, insulin resistance is a factor that prevents our cells from working effectively and efficiently. If there is insulin resistance in our cells, cell metabolism slows down and cannot work effectively. Cells that cannot work effectively cannot fulfill their duties. We need to start the issue at the cellular level. It is necessary. In short, the most important way to break insulin resistance is almost the same as the measures to increase circulation that I have just explained on different occasions. That is, we need to increase our level of movement. This is very important. Our cells work more efficiently. Insulin resistance is broken. It helps with weight control and suppresses inflammation. In addition, with regular movement and sports, what keeps our cells young and healthy is a diet rich in antioxidants. It protects against DNA damage. Our general health is reflected in this and extends to our skin and hair. The only source of antioxidants is plant foods, all kinds of fruits, vegetables, and salads. It is even possible to add legumes and spices to these antioxidant-rich foods. When we increase our general health level and cellular health with such a diet, everything will heal by itself. Well, after all this talk, let's get into some detail and determine whether there are any vitamin deficiencies or mineral deficiencies through partridges. If there are, it is to eliminate these deficiencies with supplements. The elements that I focus on the most here are vitamin D, magnesium, and zinc. In addition, B-complex vitamins are very, very important for hair development. There is a great benefit in getting support as your doctor deems appropriate. In the second stage, as I said in Ba, it will increase your circulation and regulate your metabolism.